It's happening. Olusegun Obasanjo has thrown his weight or has spoken into what is currently going on in the political terrain, asking that can we have a repeat of the 1999, what happened then, where two leading parties zoned their presidential tickets to the South? Is asking this question because we know, those who have been standing up and saying they don't want the presidency to be rotated. They want it to be to put down, and everybody and anybody should contribute their own parts, whether they like it or not, and whoever emerges. And everybody have been saying this is a wicked repeat, okay, of what they intend to do. And so the truth of the matter is we cannot lie to ourselves and think that something will miraculously change. Every one of us have got to rise up and refuse, okay, some of those things that are going on, so that at the end of the day we can all come out of it. Okay, the north, some of the northerners are saying no, the south cannot get the presidency because they want to return. And Obasanjo, just throwing his weight here, there silently and saying, what about if we do this? We go back to what happened in 1999. Let's get all the details. Can Nigeria have a repeat of 1999, where two leading political parties zone presidential tickets to the South? In 1999, when the country returned to democracy for the fourth time, two leading political parties had zoned their presidential ticket to the southern part of the country with running mates from the northern part of the country. Interestingly, the two presidential candidates has come from the southern southwest alone, a region out of the three that makes up the South. The question is now, can the All Progressive Congress and the People Democratic Party, which happens to be the two leading political parties in the country, demonstrate what we had then in 1999 gesture in respect to 2023 as the calls for Southern presidency continue to heat up the political terrain? Olusegun Obasanjo was asking, he said, if we want peace and we want everyone to be carried along in the place of fairness, truth, equality, transparency, and equity, then Nigerian political parties must think about this again and give their best and give their all to it to ensure that they give the zoning back to the South so that everyone can feel part of a government. One of the things everyone has complained about this very present administration is nepotism. And if we want these issues that are currently facing Nigerians to come to an end, is where every part of the country is part of the government and gives their own quota and contribution. As the second tenure of President Muhammadu Buhari comes to an end in 2023, the zone that should produce the successor has been the only debate and the most talked about now in the political terrain. Parties, stakeholders, northern and southern governors forum, social political groups have thrown jabs and over the zoning issue. Some prefer the Buhari successor be from the north, claiming that since 1999 the zone has spent less than the time the south has spent. But the opponents of the southern president has heightened their points on fairness and equality. However, the issue is quickly and differently perceived by the political parties today. In PDP, the issue of zoning is a serious one considering the premonition that tails the recent national convention reportedly believed to have heightened for the PDP governor. But in APC, it could be observed that the party would zone its presidential ticket to the south, considering the party is planning to go about its national convention later February this year. So far, the gesture for political party will go a long way to bring about peace in our political terrain and will bring about tranquility and help the nation to move forward. If the political parties can consider this and do right by the people, then we can see that Nigeria is on her way forward. So this is Olusegun Obasanjo asking a question. Can we go back to what we once had? Can we go back there where political parties, both PDP and APC, the political parties, then the two prominent parties, zone their presidential tickets yes, to the south, and is asking again for a repeat of such because President Muhammadu Buhari's tenure will be ending soon. So PDP and APC needs to show that gesture again if they want to do that to ensure that everybody feels part of the government and are able to adequately contribute, because this parent's administration has been looked at, and has been seen as a nepotic, unfair, a government that is so unequal, that has oppressed the people. Hence, the call for division of the country and a lot more going on in that grounds. And so Olusegun Obasanjo is asking that, can we go back to that 1999 position where the two prominent political parties zone their presidential tickets? Again, the question remains, will they do it? Because we know that the People Democratic Party, after their convention, says they are throwing their presidential ticket open. So to anybody from any region. PDP, APC as it stands, may not. We don't know. Their convention will still be holding very soon, and the convention will be holding in February. A few days to go, really, because we're already way past half of the month, of January. This is the first month of the year running by so quickly. So what do we need to do? How do we go about it? What do we need to, put in place to ensure that, we come out of the current, states? Can we do, is that what we want? Because I mean, the National Assembly proposed and said, can we have a situation where political parties have to do what we call compulsorily. They must have a primary that primaries that is only direct, that's everybody in the party being involved. It's still these politicians that kicked against it, because when you look at them, to a large extent, they don't want good for Nigerians. They want to still have a shot, have a call, so that people will not be able to speak, so that they will be the one deciding the future, the fate of the nation at every point in time. So when you look at it, to a large extent, this is what they want. This is what they intend, that these things should remain like this. They don't want things changed. They don't want it changed. They prefer things to remain the way they are, because it gives them that kick, that push, and they love it that way, where they are in charge. You see, where they are in charge. It ought not to be so. There is, politics in Nigeria. They've made it so difficult, so that other people will not be able to come in. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Bye for now. Bye.